Okay, everybody, I just want to come on and say this to work some things through about what I said this morning. About, hey, if we get past Feast of Trumpets 2025, maybe we should just come together, refocus, and, figure out what we're talking about. Because I believe that 2025 Feast of Trumpets is the last window for the literal interpretation of the fig tree generation being Israel as a nation from 1948. If you add how long a generation is according to Psalms 90 verse 10, at the very max, that's 80 years. And Israel has never made it 80 years without being dispersed since, David and Solomon. Since that time, it's never made it 80 years without being cut up. And if you add 80 to 1948, you get 2028. Initially, we thought, honestly, 2021 was like, hey, that's got to be it. Because you add 7 years, that's boom. But we realized, no, the midpoint of the tribulation, when Israel turns 80, that's when they get cast out of Jerusalem. That's when they get broken up again. In 3.5 years in the 7-year tribulation. So if you go from this Feast of Trumpets, and then, the tribulation period starting, it would have to be very quickly after that, 3.5 years, it would be 28.5, giving it still 80 years since 1948. It can't go further than that for the literal interpretation of the fig tree of the 2,000 years since Jesus Christ. There are certain things that start to fall away. And what I'm talking about is getting together to straighten out how do we interpret this, because I can't continue to preach and teach something that I'm totally set on. I think that's the interpretation. It won't go longer than 80 years. Israel will not. So if we go past the time that I'm thinking, hey, it can't make it, then I need it. Fine. You don't want to say you. No, I'm going to need to go to a community of people, lay out, here's what I think, and now it's wrong. So what do we do? Do you get me? It's because I want to be straight in my head before I teach anymore.